It is time for the final mouth off with me, with Mike. This week, we got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Okada is leaving New Japan at the end of January. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. The Okada free agent speculation train is leaving the station and flying down the tracks. I have to tell you, I'm excited for this. Look, I love a good speculate where a free agent's going to do. I do it in sports all the time, you know? I love this. I love when you got a big name in wrestling and you don't know where they're going to go, or you got like, when WWE unfortunately releases people, you have that moment when that 90-day no compete hits and you're like, ooh, where are they going to go? Where's Dolph Ziggler going to go? We know he's going to TNA. Where was Naomi going to go? We know she went to TNA, Trinity. Where is Mustafa Ali going to go? He's going to go on a world tour. He's going to wrestle everywhere, everywhere he can go. Where does Okada go? I would absolutely love to see that man in WWE, but that sentence and that thought, I can't even comprehend it. If you would have told me as a wrestling fan, go back in time, go flashback to the future here, me, middle school, early high school, watching New Japan, watching whatever I could watch at the time, finding Okada and seeing some of his matches and being like, whoa, like this dude is so cool. Like I'd love to see him in WWE. I can't even comprehend that thought. Like even knowing that he's a free agent at the end of the month, could he go to WWE? Think about the matches, man. Gunther, Seth. You could get rematches with Finn, Shinsuke, Bronson Reed. You could get new matches, Randy. The dreamiest of all the dream matches, you could get John Cena and Okada at WrestleMania, maybe? What? I'm here for it. Speculate away. Safe bet. If I were to put some odds on it, I'd say minus 500. He's going to AEW. Plus 1,000. He goes to WWE. Also, throw in the mix. Maybe he goes to TNA. Maybe he doesn't go to any. Maybe he does a Mustafa Ali and he goes on a world tour and you see that man wrestling Matt Cardona at a GCW show. I'm all for it. I love good speculation when it comes to free agents. We're speculating about Mercedes Moné. Now we know, as of the recent TNA tapings, Trinity, formerly known as Naomi, has officially bid adieu to TNA. Great run. Highly applaud Trinity, Naomi, for what she did. She went out there. She was released from WWE. She stood on business. As corny as it is, she left. Her and Sasha, Mercedes, they weren't getting the creative that they wanted. They walked out. They weren't getting the respect. Naomi went there. She went and got the respect and Impact. TNA now. She won the title. She was undefeated for 8 months. Sasha, Mercedes went over to New Japan. She held, like, what more could you want there, from a run from Trinity? If the rumors are true, Naomi might be a surprise in the Royal Rumble, and I'd love to see it. I'll talk more about that on my Royal Rumble episode dropping sometime next week, right before the Rumble. So be on the lookout to the socials for that. Love good speculation in pro wrestling. Some unfortunate news out of wrestling this week. Cora Jade has torn her ACL last weekend at a NXT house show. We just got Cora back. Like, it hurts, man. I had this big feeling a Cora run in NXT for 2024 was about to be big time, and then early, mid-2025, she's hitting the main roster. At this point, it hurts, man, and I can only imagine how she feels. So thoughts and prayers and a speedy recovery to Cora. And another injury, unfortunately, on the WWE side, coming out of his title match this past Monday on Raw, Seth freaking Rollins is rumored and reported to have a torn meniscus and MCL. Now, he's had this injury in the past when he took on Triple H at WrestleMania. He was able to come back, get cleared in time, and have a good match with Triple H at Mania. The MCL aspect of it could throw things into wrench. A lot of social media doctors and other people have been, putting their reports into it. But an injury like that, they say, anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months. So Seth Rollins and those Mania plans might be in question. I'm going to let everything play out. Seth is rumored and reported to be kicking off Raw this past Monday with a health update. So until we hear what the man himself has to say, I'm not going to get too concerned about Mania and potential matches. Like I said earlier, Butch is no more. We got Pete Dunne back. The evil Hardyz, I think, is something to keep an eye on. I think it might work. And lastly, and certainly not least, The Royal Rumble is next Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. I will have a video with my predictions for all the matches. You guys know how this goes. There's one women's Rumble, one men's Rumble, and maybe 2 or 3 other matches on the card. We already know that we're getting that fatal 4-way with Roman, Randy, AJ, and LA Knight. We know we're getting Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. Potentially, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a women's match added. Maybe the tag titles defended in a triple threat with Kabuki Warriors, the Unholy Union, and the tag champs, Kaden and Katana, potentially. So Rumble, predictions, probably have some special guests, probably have some new faces to the show, fingers crossed. So stay tuned to my socials at MOWM_wrestling podcast. Also want to give a shout out to the winners of the contest this week that entered on my social media. Thanks for subscribing. The prizes will be out here in the mail this week, so appreciate all the love there. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was pro wrestling for the most part this week here. From your host here at Mouthing Off with Mike. You know how I do. Just go out there and enjoy the pro wrestling. 2024 is off to a great start. We're 3 weeks in. The streak continues again and again and again, hopefully throughout 2024. So enjoy wrestling. I'm signing off.
Mouthing off with Mike. Mouthing off with Mike. Mouthing off with Mike.